primarily one supplier.
Russia.
Which creates a vulnerability if that supply is cut off.
They were so reliant on Russian pipeline gas, but we know, of course, that has been cut off.
Skyrocketing energy prices have put Europe on a war footing, with Russia as the enemy.
Whether the European Union acknowledges it. The reality is that the EU is facing a historic energy catastrophe.
The European gas prices have once again risen to record highs on Thursday as fears over Russian supplies peak.
It is also quite evident that the political leadership lacks a clear response. One that gets everyone on the same page. Businesses are closing down.
Finally, Domino's Pizza is to close down all its stores in Italy. The US.
Individuals are running out of money and patience, dealing with sky-high energy prices. And the EU is facing even more challenges. When a country or a bloc has excessive inflation, it affects all aspects of life. From your wages to your meals and electricity bills, everything gets expensive. For example, consider the Eurozone. As of October 2022, inflation is at an all-time high of 10.7%. This inflation rate is up from 9.9% in September, according to Eurostat. The evidence indicates that the EU is on the verge of a major recession.
Well, fears of a recession are growing across Europe.
In the instance of rising energy prices, the bloc is to blame. The European Union placed harsh sanctions on Russia in an attempt to teach Moscow a lesson for its actions in Kyiv.
Later today, we will present a package of massive and targeted sanctions.
Russia replied by shutting off supplies of natural gas to Europe via the Nord Stream pipeline. This was a major setback for each country on the continent due to Europe's over-reliance on Moscow for its energy needs. But aside from petroleum shortages, Europe's sanctioning policy may probably lead to a food catastrophe on the continent for the same reasons. Fertilizer manufacturers, like Energy, are among those closing their doors in Europe. Many European and Central Asian nations rely on Russia for more than half of their fertilizer supplies. When Belarus is included in the equation, the figure for Europe rises to as high as 60%. Moscow then decided to arm-twist Europe in the most painful way possible. Although Russian fertilizers have not been included in the sanction scope, Moscow has already shut off shipments. Russia is a major participant in the fertilizer industry. According to estimates from the Institute for Agriculture and Trade Policy, it accounts for 45% of worldwide ammonia nitrate supply. The bloc was taken off guard by Moscow's action. The European Union has lost a product that was not sanctioned on purpose, exacerbating its total problem.
But natural gas price rises are ramping up costs, and this farm is already worried about securing enough supplies for the spring.
It is now rushing to find alternative markets, such as Morocco, which currently accounts for 40% of Europe's phosphate imports. And that figure is expected to rise dramatically. Another alternative is Central Asia, notably Uzbekistan. Obviously, Europe cannot return to Russia at this time, since doing so would significantly damage the bloc's credibility regarding its position toward Vladimir Putin. Europe is not prepared for a difficult journey ahead. Do you believe Europe can afford a food crisis after energy? Please share your thoughts in the comments. That's all for now, folks. If you learned something, please make sure that you click the like button in order to make YouTube happy and for more insightful political case studies. Please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you at the next one.